Only on Christ 17 TV. Back upside Joe head with another one. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. We got football on the day, and right now it's halftime during the Lions and Bears game, and we know Lions is high powered offense, and 10-1 is no fucking joke, and they putting up 40 a game. Check this out. They lost their first fumble at home since last year on Thanksgiving Day to the Packers. That is a crazy long time. But let me tell you something else. Lions look great. We already know that. But when are we going to start to ask ourselves, is Caleb Williams just that fucking bad? Is he the worst quarterback in the whole fucking league? I mean, the guy is 5 for 15 for 34 yards at halftime. I mean, the incompletions are nowhere near the receivers on easy passes. I mean, I'm going to say this. I don't think this kid is good. All the shit in the offseason, USC, you got Jaden Daniels. I knew Jaden Daniels was going to be a better quarterback than Caleb Williams. Better comp. He played in the SEC while this guy, Pac-12. And I'm talking about all year. This kid has been throwing it either too far outside, too low in the ground, over the head. He just looks horrible out there. He looks bad in the pocket. He looks nervous. I mean, to be honest, I don't see him being a great QB in this league. It's not like he doesn't have no weapons. Allen, Moore, Odunze, the rookie. You got Swift. You got a great defense. And right now, you're lucky it's only 16 zip and not 28 nothing. Because they've been in the red zone every damn time almost. And this is just embarrassing. To be a first round pick with all the hype, with no doubt we're not picking nobody but Caleb, you got to play better than this. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You could say it's his line, but this kid looks like trash. I know it's too early to say bust, but 5 for 15, 34 fucking yards, and just got some of those yards on the last drive with probably like a 12-yard pass. I mean, the kid looks horrible. I'm not trying to knock this kid, but goddamn, if you're the number one first round pick and it's unanimous, he was the first round pick while he was still playing in USC. That's how much they said he was going to be the number one pick. He was still playing in college and they said he's the number one pick. He looks awful. You could blame the coaches, but the coaches ain't throwing the ball. When you see this kid throw the ball, you're like, who's he throwing the fucking ball to? Lions defense is great, but this kid been doing this all fucking year. He played his best game versus my Packers. That was his best game. Still lost the game. I was there at week 1. His first game, I was there in Chicago versus Tennessee. And he looked horrible. The passes were nowhere near the receivers. The defense and special teams won that game. I don't know, but I think he was the worst fucking quarterback picked right now in the draft. That's what it's looking like. Bo Nix is playing great. Jaden Daniels playing great. May got thrown in there late, but he's been playing good. Those 3 quarterbacks are playing better than Caleb Williams. Bo Nix by far. Jaden Williams by far. Jaden Daniels, sorry. But this Caleb Williams kid, he looks like shit. Chicago Bear fans, you just can't get a fucking QB to save your life. I know it sucks because Green Bay got 3 of them in the last 40 fucking years, it feels like. But this kid, he just looks so nervous and scared in the pocket. He's like, and everything is over the guy's head. to his feet, or even on a route that he went out the pocket, he threw the ball, the guy was wide open, and he just threw it out of bounds. I mean, where is this kid throwing the fucking ball to? It's starting to be a little bit embarrassing. And for Bear fans, for Chicago Bear fans, I know you're scratching your head like, what's going on here? Wasn't this guy a no-brain first-round pick, and now he can't even find a receiver when the receiver's wide fucking open? He's overthrowing the ball. He's underthrowing the ball. He's throwing it way to the left. Like, he has no... Like, he's so scared, he's just running for... I don't know, Bear fans, but you're coming in last place again with this horrible, horrible young man at the quarterback who was supposed to be a no-brainer. The way they was talking about him, he's the next Patrick Mahomes. No, the fuck he's not. You guys got a serious problem with this kid. I think his head, he's not strong up here. Mentally toughness, he doesn't got it. We're going to see. We got a whole second half here. It's 16 zip. It sure in the hell could have been 28 zip. I'm not going to lie. But we're going to see. He's 5 for 15 with what, 34 yards in the first half? That's trash. That is absolutely trash. How many 3-and-outs does this defense have to run back on the field with this high-powered Lions offense and held these guys to field goals? If they just didn't get the fumble before half, this shit would be 23-0 because they was down on like the 3-4 yard line. And they was just going to pound it in like they've been doing all fucking year. The Bears defense is keeping these guys in the game, but you need your quarterback, your first round pick, your franchise quarterback, the savior, supposed to be the savior for Chicago Bears team, to play a decent game. Get some points on the fucking board. The kid is playing nervous and scared, and who's he throwing the ball to? Who is he throwing the fucking ball to? This shit is starting to get like, every game he looks like this. He looked the best when he played us. And we blocked the field goal because they was going to win. They were going to beat us. No fucking doubt about it. Without that blocked field goal, they were going to beat us. Jordan Love played bad that game. And I'm just going to say it. If this kid looks like this for the rest of the year and he's not playing no better, we can start to call him a fucking, maybe the biggest bust in the history of sports. Okay? For somebody who is being compared to Patrick Mahomes, if this kid turns out to be nobody, of course, they're going to run him out there next year. But if there's no changes, if they change the fucking coach, they change the fucking OC, and they get some new guys, and they clean house, new fucking system, and he still looks like shit, guys, we're going to have to call it what the fuck it is. The kid just can't play in the league. He's running around nervous as hell. You can see it in his eyes. When he's at the line, he's scared to fucking death. He doesn't... And when he's throwing the ball, he has a great arm, but he's just not on line. He's not on target. He's throwing the ball to everywhere but to the receiver. He's throwing it too high, too low, or too outside, or just throwing it way the fuck away from the receiver, which I don't know what's wrong with this kid. He didn't look like that when he won the Heisman. And he's not winning no fucking rookie of the year. He's not even going to be in the top fucking 10 probably. And that's a fact. It's Jaden Daniels, Bo Nix, and you got a ton of different players. Offensive players, couple defensive players. It's sad to see this kid play like this. And I feel sorry for the friends that I do have that are Bear fans. They got to watch this fucking crazy shit. Because everybody was so happy. We got Caleb. No, we ain't drafting nobody else. We want Caleb. Well, you got Caleb, and this is what Caleb is giving you. A lot of bullshit. Maybe the better fit there in a tough town like Chicago, maybe would have been Bo Nix. Because that's a tough, running, big fucking QB who's going to take a tackle, give a hit. This kid is running for his life. He looks soft. I'm not going to lie. He's painting his nails. He's out there playing soft. Okay? It ain't got nothing to do with his nails being fucking painted, but it's just, it just seems soft. You can't find the receivers. You're running for your fucking life. And you at the fucking line looking like a deer in fucking headlights. 16 zip, don't got a point on the fucking board on Thanksgiving. Lions could be way out in front of this game as of now, but they're not. So, we're going to see what the second half does. 5 for 15 with 34 yards. Looks horrible. Got one run for 10 yards. So, he's got 44 yards combined. He's 5 for 15. So, you missed 10 completions. That's fucking horrible. And I've seen it. Your receivers have been open from time to time. There's one pass that should have been picked. But good defense by the receiver of playing cornerback and swiping the ball down so Detroit didn't get the ball right back in your territory. So we're going to see what happens and see if Caleb can change his game for the second half and keep these boys in the game. But from what I'm seeing, same old Caleb. And he doesn't look like a franchise quarterback by far. He looks like he's a fucking bust. So it's up to him to change what everybody's going to think about this kid. You got a few games left. You got to play hard, my man. You got to play to win the fucking game. You got to compete. You can't just get blown out and be 5 for 15 for 34 yards in the first half. That's fucking embarrassing. That is embarrassing as a quarterback, as a football fan, as a Bears fan, as a fellow NFC North fan. Like, come on, man. What's going on here? So with that being said, man, hit that like, hit that subscribe. It won't cost you a dime. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. And like I tell you every time around this time, if all the hype is on you, you got to show what the hype is about and why they picked you number one. Because it's not looking like they made a great choice now. It looks like you might be fucking horrible. So, see what the second half brings. And my team plays the night game versus the Dolphins. And we're going to see if the Green Bay Packers can kick some motherfucking ass. We got the Cowboys next versus the Giants. It's going to be a scrub game, but we're still going to watch it. So, with that being said, everybody have a great day. Eat a lot of food. Have a couple beers for me. And watch you some football. It's Thanksgiving. That's what we do. Turkey and football, baby. Catch you guys on the flip side. No drinking and driving. They're going to have checkpoints. And we don't want nobody having no accidents. So everybody stay blessed. Get to where you're going. And get home safe. Catch you on the flip side, player.